Yeah, what's up with it? Y'all already know you tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There you go talking that boxing again. And yeah, y'all already know what to do. When you come in the building, punch on that like button and then hit the comments and let me know you in the building. Sal Hamilton, what it do? What's up with it? Yeah, because you on Facebook. Facebook is sending out the notifications, but YouTube don't be sending them out. KG, what it do? What you say? What you say? What about Money in Blue Blood? Yeah, you already know we gonna get it in, man. That's what we do. And like I said, when y'all come in the building, tap in the comment section, let me know you're in the building. And hit that like button before you do anything. Yeah. And we gonna get the show started real soon. Just giving a little bit more time for these notifications to go out. Cassandra Mason off in the building. What's going down? What's going on with you, Queen? There you go talking that boxing again. You already know. Yeah, let's get into it. So I ain't gonna waste no time, go ahead and get straight into it today. So I was just actually watching Mike on boxing, right? And Mike Gross, he had Mauricio Suleiman was in the building. Mauricio Suleiman was in the building, and he named some matches, some good fights that they about to mandate. They about to mandate some good fights. Marcus Davis, salute. Mike Moss, salute. They about to mandate some good fights, y'all. They said that they're about to mandate Marcus Browne versus Zorro Ramirez. Now, we ain't seen or heard from Zorro Ramirez in a long time. Y'all remember Zorro Ramirez? He was like, Zorro was the dude to beat at 168 for a while. Bruce Gold's in the building. What's happening with it? And y'all tap that like button when y'all come in. So Zorro Ramirez, he was the dude to beat at 168 for a minute, right? And then he moved up to 175, and I guess he had some type of, legal issues. He left Top Rank. And ever since Zorro Ramirez left Top Rank, you ain't really heard nothing about him no more. But so yeah, Mauricio Suleiman said that they're about to mandate Zorro Ramirez versus Marcus Browne, right? For the interim championship, right? For an interim title, right? And they also about to mandate the rematch with John Pascal and Badu Jack. Badu Jack is like the cat with 9 lives. Badu Jack just get chance after chance after chance. But I like Badu Jack. That's my guy. But so once again, they're gonna mandate Zorro Ramirez versus Marcus Browne, right? For the interim title, right? And then they're gonna have Badu Jack fight John Pascal, right, in a rematch for the title. So the winner of both of those fights are supposed to fight each other. The Marcus Browne and Zorro Ramirez fight, like, that's a fight that I want to see. That's a hell of a fight right there. Like I said, we haven't seen Zorro Ramirez in some years. I know he had a couple fights that, kind of low budget fights, ain't nobody really been keeping up with him. But, yeah, if he could, he could make a name for himself once again and come back with a bang if he could beat Marcus Browne and then come back and beat Badu Jack or John Pascal. I think Zorro Ramirez, I think he beats Badu Jack and John Pascal. Marcus Browne is a different story. If Marcus Browne is on his A game, if he on his shit, Marcus Browne is a beast. But I think it's more of a mental thing with Marcus Browne because he don't always show up in all his fights. But when he do show up, he go hard. KG says, I was saying I get all y'all notifications for the live. Oh, okay. That's good. Cassandra Mason says, I rock with Badu Jack. Yeah, I rock with Badu Jack, man. Badu Jack hella cool. He hella cool. I've met him on several occasions. I always chop it up with him every time I, come in contact with him. He cool. Be that bitch in the building. Salute to you, Queen. Yes, yeah. Marcus Davis says, I rock with Badu Jack too. He don't duck no smoke. He fight anybody. He got a hell of a resume. Yeah, that's one thing you can't say about Badu Jack. Badu Jack got a hell of a resume and he don't duck no smoke at all. He don't duck no smoke at all. But what y'all think about that Zorro Ramirez and Marcus Browne fight? What y'all think about that? I like that fight. I like that fight a lot. I think that's a hell of a fight. What y'all think about that fight? And also the John Pascal and Badu Jack. I don't know, man. Badu Jack now, he's not the same fighter. Badu Jack now, he's not the same fighter. I don't know if he might be able to beat John Pascal because John Pascal is not the same fighter, But John Pascal, one thing about John Pascal is that he always come to fight and he got a fucking hell of a chin. You got to damn near kill him to stop him. You gotta kill, you gotta damn near kill John Pascal to stop him. You know, and he gonna come to fight, and he gonna come, he gonna put that pressure on you, and he not gonna stop. Cassandra Mason says, I'm trying to recall who Zorro guy is. You remember Zorro Ramirez is he was the dude at 160 at 168 pounds, right? At super middleweight for a while. Zorro Ramirez is the one that, okay, Cassandra, remember Jesse Hart from Philadelphia? Zorro Ramirez is the one that stopped Jesse Hart twice on you know, they fought on ESPN. I actually saw the first fight between Zorro Ramirez and Jesse Hart live. Yeah, Zorro Ramirez, watch. If you look him up, you're gonna remember who he is. I'm gonna show you who y'all is, because he been off the radar for a minute. But he's still undefeated. Nobody still beat him. Watch, I'm gonna pull him up. I think he probably like 40-0. I'll pull him up for y'all real quick. Yeah, Gilberto Zorro Ramirez. Or Zordo Ramirez. Yeah. Young Murder Cup man. Yeah, my bad. Zordo Ramirez. That's what they, yeah. What is he? He's 41-0 with 27 knockouts. The last time he fought, he just fought in December. And then he fought in April. And then the last time before that, he had fought Jesse Hart in 2018. So he hasn't been active. Like he ain't really been too active. He's had let me see, in the past 3 years, he only fought 3 times. So in the past 3 years, he only fought 3 times. And yeah, you know, he stopped Jesse Hart once, or did he stop? No, he never stopped Jesse Hart. He just beat Jesse Hart to you know, he beat him twice. Beat him pretty good. Mox G says he the one that Canelo been ducking. Yeah. See, they was talking about a fight with Zordo Ramirez and Canelo Alvarez years ago, right? That was the fight that was supposed to be the big fight, you know, the big Mexican fight. That was supposed to be the big Mexican fight. And Canelo didn't want that smoke with Zordo Ramirez. He ain't want that smoke, you know. And then, like I said, some things happened with Zordo Ramirez because with his promoter Top Rank, he ended up leaving Top Rank. And ever since then, you ain't really heard too much about him no more. John Kramer says Marcus Browne should win that fight if he ain't shit from the Pascal fight. Yeah, Marcus Browne can fight. Marcus Browne he got a lot of issues that be going on outside of the ring, and he just don't be focused all of the time. Young Merv the cut man, so he is southpaw. Yeah, Zorro Ramirez. Yeah, man, he could go. Like I said, that's a hell of a fight. Marcus Browne and Zorro Ramirez. I think Zorro Ramirez would beat Marcus Browne. I don't know. You can never tell. You never know what Marcus Browne you gonna get. That's the thing with Marcus Browne. You never know which one you gonna get. You know, we seen him when he fought Badu Jack. Marcus Browne was on his AA game, right? But he came back and slipped up against John Pascal and got his ass knocked out. So you don't know what you're gonna get. Marcus Davis says if Marcus Browne boxed and keep it on the outside, he can beat Ramirez. Excuse me. He says because Ramirez is faster, more. He says he can beat Ramirez because Marcus is faster, more athletic, especially if Marcus is focused. But Marcus do be having mental lapses sometimes. Yeah, he do. And like I said, he's athletic. He got all the skills. It's just, you know, he be having mental lapses and he slip up. You never know which Marcus Browne you gonna get. But Zordo Ramirez is solid. You know, like I said, the man is 41-0. He didn't beat Jesse Hart twice. You know, Jesse Hart's solid. He ain't no A-level fighter, but he's solid. Let me see who else. If Zordo beat anybody else that's notable. He beat Arthur Abraham back in 2016. Who else he didn't beat? That you know that y'all will know. Chris Mitchell, what's good with it, fam? You talking about Bill Haney, Young Merv? You talking about Bill Haney might sue the WBC? He fought Derek Edwards. Let me see. You know, he didn't fought some solid dudes. He ain't ever fought no A-level fighters. But that's like I said, him and Marcus Browne, that's gonna be a hell of a fight. Dude is 41-0 still. Cassandra Mason said, I just looked him up. Yeah, I know him. Yeah. He just ain't been around for so long, you know, Cassandra. But I think he just fought. I think he just fought in Houston. I think Stay Ready and then was talking about that. He just fought. Was it in Houston? I know he fought in December. I think it might have been in Houston. John Kramer says Marcus Browne was high on my list of young, talented fighters, but he let Pascal fight get away from him. He was beating the crap out of Pascal. Then, boom, Pascal hit him with a big shot. And that's what I'll tell you about Pascal. Pascal, he never going to let up. You got to damn near kill him to beat him, you know, and he going to stay on your ass. It don't matter how much you beating the shit out of him. He going to stay on top of you, and he ain't never going to let up. But yeah, that's some, you know, that's some news that I wanted to, you know, give y'all, you know, because I thought that was some pretty good news. That those some solid fights, you know, that the WBC is about to order. And my man Young Merv, the cut man, he say that Bill Haney and them about to talk about suing the WBC. But see, this is the thing, Young Merv. It ain't gonna go nowhere because the WBC been crooked. They've been crooked. You know what I'm saying? They've been crooked for years. And I mean, that's just how they move. You know, with all they know that Devin Haney, all of a sudden they want to change it and act like that Devin Haney belt ain't shit. And now that Teofimo Lopez, the franchise title, is the main title. Like, that's a title that y'all made up. Because the thing with Mauricio Suleiman, he full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that he doing with that franchise title, all they do is they change the definition of what the franchise title is supposed to be whenever it's one of their fighters. Whenever it's a Hispanic fighter, they change it up. You know what I'm saying? They moving the goalposts. Because when Mauricio Suleiman first came out with that WBC franchise shit, right? This is what he said, and I think Fred barbershop conversation, right? Fred asked him about that, right? And this is what he said. And y'all hit my like button. Y'all make sure that y'all hit the like button. This is what Mauricio Suleiman said. He said the franchise title was solely, right, gonna be for the top name fighters, right, that are champions. The top name fighters that are champions, right? It's going to be used, right, for guys like Canelo, right, and fighters that in Lomachenko, fighters that want to be able to move up and down in weight without having to, without having to face no name mandatories, right? Without having to face no name mandatories, because sometimes you'll get these mandatories that don't have a name, nobody know who they are out of the blue. For instance, when Errol Spence had to fight Carlos and Ocampo, nobody knew who he was, right? So if Errol Spence had the WBC franchise or a franchise title, right? Then Errol Spence would have been like, nah, I don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I'm the franchise champion. I'm gonna go ahead and fight whoever else, So that's what he said it was for the big champions like Canelo and Lomachenko or whatever at the time, so they wouldn't have to be, worried about facing these no name mandatory, so they could basically, make big fights. and mandatory don't have to get in the way of big fights when they want to make it, right? That's what he said. So it wasn't nothing about this is the real W. That was just a basically a secondary crown, right? You had your you had your real WBC title in all of the weight divisions, right? And then if they franchise you, that's what it was supposed to be for, right? Now they didn't changed it. Right now, they didn't change the definition of the. But like I said, Mauricio Suleiman, he moved the goalposts and they change shit whenever they want to. Right? And yeah, so I know a lot of people. Well, who Devin Haney fought? That don't fucking that like when we talk about this, right? When we talk about this instance, it don't matter who Devin Haney fought or who he didn't fight. Right? At the end of the day, that belt that he has been the WBC title forever since they've had it, right? That's the WBC title, right? So if that's the WBC title, whoever has that belt, it don't matter who they beat or how they got it. That's the champion. That's just how it is. And then you got to go beat him, right? Because the franchise title, that's some made up shit. That was made up. They just made that shit up a few years back. You can't make up some shit and then give it to somebody and then say, oh, well, you know, the real belt only can't count, you know, when we want it to count. Nah, it don't work like that. I don't know, John Kramer. You got me. I don't know, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and send Money the link right now. So he can get in and get his take on, you know, everything that we chopping it up about. But yeah, the shit don't work like that, you know. Young Merv says, example, does Canelo still hold a 160? Well, I lost it. 160 WBC franchise, even though he has no more straps at 160. Yeah, that's the thing. You feel me? Like, do he still, like, we don't know. We don't know. But the example that Mauricio Suleiman used was the example I gave you, and he also said, so guys like Canelo, right, can have the free reign to move up and down in weight, right, as they please without having to get, you know, without having to have like certain mandatories in their way. So with that definition that he came out and said it was, that has nothing to do with Teofimo Lopez. You feel me? So, I mean, make this shit make sense. Marcus Davis says, yeah, Brownie definitely got some power too, but Brownie gonna have to really be on his A game. He says, though, when he fights Ramirez, because Zordo brings a lot of pressure, steady pressure every round. He consistent. Yeah, and see, going back to the Zordo Ramirez and Marcus Brownie fight, right? That's what caused Marcus Brownie trouble. I mean, we're not Badu Jack with John Pascal. It's that pressure. John Pascal kept putting that pressure on him, and pressure bust pipes. And that's how it went down. Randall Bivens says it doesn't matter who Haney fought. He says it's who he's trying to fight. That's the issue. They don't want to make those fights. And he's trying to fight everybody. Right? The man trying to fight everybody. Young Merv, the cut man, says Tio claims that he knows himself. He says that's BS. He's a competitor. He should want to fight for it. Yeah, real talk. Smooth Groove Boxing in the building. What's happening? Skyline King. He says Tio the King. Devin fights can fact. I don't know what you mean by that. What's good with it, Money?
Key, what's going down, bro?
Oh man, what's happening with you, man?
Man, shit was over here starting this school shit out.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, man. I just, you know, I was just breaking some news and shit, you know, was getting everybody's take on it, man. I don't know if you probably was busy, so Mauricio Suleiman, he said that they're ordering two big fights at light heavyweight, right? Two big fights at light heavyweight. One is the rematch between Badou Jack and John Pascal, right? And then the second one is for the interim title, right? The interim title, and they're ordering Zorro Ramirez versus Marcus Browne.
I saw that Zorro and Marcus Browne shit, but I didn't know how real it was.
Yeah. So he said, that's what's gonna go down, man. So what you think about that?
I like that Zorro and Marcus Browne. What's the second one?
The rematch with John Pascal and Badou Jack.
That's cool, but man, who really want to see that for real? Like right now, both of them, which is gonna be entertaining. Marcus Browne and Zorro, I'm more interested in Marcus Browne and Zorro Ramirez though. You feel me? Especially at 175, right?
Yeah, so, 175.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a hell of a good one though. But Badou just came off a win, and who did Marcus? I mean, who did that boy just lose to?
Marcus Browne lost to John Pascal.
Pascal last fight.
So instead of Marcus Browne and John Pascal fighting, they having a rematch between Badou Jack and John Pascal.
So that was Pascal last fight, Marcus Browne.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? Yeah, that was Pascal's last fight, right? But see, this is the thing, right? This is what don't really make sense, right? That's why I said Badou Jack. I like Badou Jack, but the man a million lives, right? Badou Jack, he before this last fucking YouTube shit that he did, right? YouTube pay-per-view that he did, right? On the Tyson.
Man, Blake.
It was actually the Tyson. Was he on the Tyson undercard?
The Tyson shit, the little Blake fight.
Yeah, right. Before that fight, you can't really even count that, right? He had lost his last two fights. He lost to Marcus Browne. He got the shit beat out of him, but Marcus Browne, and then he lost to John Pascal, right? So why wouldn't you just have the rematch with John Pascal and Marcus Browne? Because John Pascal is the one who beat Marcus Browne for his title last, right?
Exactly.
So they got it. It's like flip-flopped. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, but I like the Zorro Ramirez, Zorro Ramirez, he kind of been ostracized out of the whole picture because Zorro was the man at 168 at one point in time. The man is still 41-0, still undefeated, and ain't nobody never came close to beating him. John Kramer says, now we got two of America's most wanted in the same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time. He says, salute Money B TV. Yes, sir.
Salute, bro. Yeah, Zorro had a little scraps for the boy that kept chasing him, right? Came up to 175, got his ass for 2K from Philly.
Yeah. I was like I was telling Cassandra, Zorro beat the shit out of Jesse Hart.
Say it again.
Zorro beat it out of Jesse Hart from Philly.
Jesse Hart, yeah. Then he came. Remember, he beat him at 168. Then he came up and got his ass whooped again.
Came up and beat him twice, 68 and 175. Yeah. Browne on boxing, salute. Yeah. So, like I said, those are both solid fights, but it's like you got it flip flop. I think. If shit, they could have Zorro Ramirez, right? What they should have did, what I would have liked them to do, is had Zorro Ramirez face John Pascal, right? And then had Marcus Browne and Badou Jack fight each other in the winner fight the winner. You feel me? That would have made more sense.
I agree. Cassandra, what's up, bro? I agree.
Yeah, that guy was good. But yeah, so man, but what you before we go on to the next subject, let me get your take on the Zorro and Pascal.
Is that my shit? You say Zorro and Marcus Browne, Zorro and Pascal.
Pascal, what's your take on the Zorro Ramirez and my bad, and Marcus Browne fight?
Yeah, no, it's just Marcus Brown, bro. You be Marcus Brownie in that man. You put a brownie on that man. But
Well, I think he got it spelled. It ain't. Don't he
yeah,
spell it B
he
R
got an
O
E
W
on there.
N?
But yeah, but it's still Brown though. It's just Marcus. I don't know why they got an E on this shit.
Yeah,
But
that shit.
the fight though, I
Last
like
time
the
I
fight,
know
bro.
Brown was spelled B R O W N. Go
Right.
ahead.
Yeah. But I like the fight, bro. I like the fight, right? Like I say, even Marcus Brown in the motherfucking fight with Pascal, I felt like he was winning every round besides the round he got his ass dropped in. You feel me? His head was fucked
Yeah,
up.
he
But
was.
it'd be fights like this where his ass to come alive in. But with Zona Ramirez, he a hell of a fight. I like him, bro. I like his style. Like you say, he haven't lost yet. Uh, my man Jesse Hart hurt his ass. He had him like in the first fight, he had the opportunity to win that motherfucker, but he fucked it up. But he got his ass whooped in the second one. I feel like Marcus Brown got a shot depending on his mental statement, bro. His ass, he can be mentally challenged when you fighting his ass. Like Pascal got into his head, talked about his little situation that he had going on. If y'all don't know at that time, had a little situation going on, got into his head and shit. And he got into the ring and he kept trying to bang it out and getting his ass dropped. If he try to bang it out with Zerto, his ass gonna lose. But if he go in there and use his head, because his ass got some pop when he landing his shots the right way. You know what I'm saying? So if he get in there, he fight with his head and not just try to bang it out like he a motherfucking a rocket sock and robot. He give himself a chance to win. You feel me? Zero gonna be the favorite. I'm gonna tell you that now, and he should be. But this one that Marcus Brown ass can go in there and shine on. He can go in there and shine on Zotto because Zotto ass can only fight one way sometimes. He tall and lengthy, but Marcus Brown ass got length too. So he just got to be on this shit in this fight. You know what I mean? It might be one of them fights where you can get a steal out on this motherfucker and end up pulling something out in the first fight, and his ass end up losing in the second fight. But it's gonna be a good ass scrap, bro. It's one that's gonna be entertaining because they ass go fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna depend on what type of Marcus Brown comes to the ring because Zerto ass can get big. His ass can get big. He's a big dude. But what Marcus Brown ass, he the natural 175 pounder. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good ass scrap, bro. I'm gonna be pulling for Marcus Brown, the 2012 Olympian. But that's one that, if his ass don't come in there mentally prepared, his ass gonna lose. I'm gonna say that he gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? But if he on his shit, it's one of his ass can pull out the hat. You feel me? He can pull that bitch out the hat because he do got skills. He do got skills. Ever since he lost on the one undercard to I think it was on the Earl Spence undercard. I forgot dude named Hot Rod, I think. You feel me? Where he won, but he kept talking that shit. I think it was a draw or some shit. But he ever since then, his ass he went on the hot streak and he was looking good as fuck, even when he beat Badu Jack. And after that, his ass lost to Pascal, which I don't know how the fuck he lost to Pascal, but he ended up losing to him. But if he on this shit key, it's when he can pull out the head, bro. And it might be one of them steals. Might be, yeah. Might
Yeah, they talking about Zordo got
yeah.
slow feet. Yeah, he
Oh
got
yeah,
slow
once he
feet.
cut and then went to the cars, yeah. And yeah, Zerto do got slow feet. But Zerto ass, he got a good jab. His ass not to use his length as well. But like I said, it might be one of them nights, bro. If he on his shit, well, that underdog might look good, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna see what it look like though. He just got to be on this shit though, bro, and not fall into that stupid ass style of fighting. If he stay on this shit, he give himself a chance to win that fight.
Right. No, most definitely, most definitely. And y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Y'all hit that like button. Um, but yeah, man, that's the fight I'm gonna be looking forward to because like I've been wanting to see Zorro Ramirez for a minute, man. Like I said, he was making a lot of noise at one point in time. You remember they was talking about him and Canelo. That was supposed to be the big Mexican fight at one point in time, and then got into a situation with Top Rank. You ain't hear nothing else about him no more. He just disappeared off the map. Like one day he was up, the next day he just disappeared. You didn't hear nothing more about him. So yeah, somebody still got to take that O. You feel me? Somebody still got to take that O he holding. Um, so let's go ahead and move on. I want to talk about the Queen, Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields about to do big things again. Claressa Shields is about to do big things again. Claressa Shields is about to main event the first ever, right? All female pay-per-view event. You hear that, money? She about to main event the first ever all
Oh,
female
women,
pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Yeah, on March the 5th, Claressa Shields will be making history. All right, she gonna go to make history, right? Two different, right? She two different histories in one night, right? She gonna be in the record books two different times in the same night for two different things, right? For one, to be able to be the first woman, right? Part of the first women to headline an all-female pay-per-view, right, event, and she's gonna be the main event, right? It's going down in Flint, Michigan, and I'm probably gonna go to that fight. I'll probably be at that fight if they fans, well, if they fans, I'll probably attend that. It'll be on March the 5th. And she's gonna be fighting to become undisputed at her second weight class. So she's gonna be fighting Marie Eve Decare, I think how you said Marie Eve Decare, right? And yeah, all the belts is on the line. Claressa Shields got 2 of the titles, and Marie Eve Decare, she got 2 of the titles. They both are undefeated. So this gonna be a hell of a fight, right? And like I said, Claressa Shields, she's trying to make history once again. And this is dope, man. Everybody needs to go out and support this shit, especially if you a woman and you like boxing. You gotta pay and support this shit, right? You gotta pay and support this fight, right? I mean, all female pay-per-view. I didn't never see that can't coming, you know. I never saw that coming. Who would have thought, you know, the day that we would be getting an all-female pay-per-view? Like, y'all, we gotta support this and stand up, right? Nick Silvio says, yeah, Flint, stand up. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be out there in Flint. If they let fans, I'm gonna go out there. You know, I'll be in Flint all the time anyway. Stan Swish says, I gotta support that pay-per-view. We're gonna witness history. Yeah, no doubt. Cassandra Mason says T-Rex. Yeah, we gotta support that. We gotta support that. And so the pay-per-view will be $29.95. It's gonna be distributed by In Demand to all major cable and satellite companies, right? Let me see what belts are on the line. The winner, right, of the women's super fight will walk away with Shields WBC, WBO, and Decare's IBF and WBA titles, right? So, like I said, all 4 belts is on the line, and Claressa Shields can go in there and pull this off like we all expect her to do. She will be the first woman, and I think she'll be the first, maybe the first fighter, man or woman, to become undisputed, right, in 2 different weight classes back to back. Think about that. Undisputed in 2 different weight classes. Ain't nobody never did that before, especially another woman. So with that being said, how can Claressa Shields not be on everybody's pound for pound list? Straight up, because she really the only one that's moving up and down in weight, you know what I'm saying? She going up and down in weight, and then moving all the way down in weight, and whooping everybody, and whooping the best in each weight division. That shit, that's amazing. You know, so we all got to get behind Claressa Shields, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna support this fight. You know, watch Claressa Shields make history once again. Go ahead, Money. Money, you're on mute, man.
Yeah, man. Like you say, history in the making again, bro. History in the making again. Claressa shit, but this the reason why I don't want her to go to the UFC. I mean, it ain't the UFC, it's whatever the fuck that shit is she going to do. That's the whole reason why I don't want her to go there, because she don't have to, bro. She don't have to. She going there, putting herself in a line of fire over there, risk fucking up her. You know what I mean? Because for her, if she lose, she lose. It don't matter if it's boxing, the UFC, or none of that shit. If she lose, she lose. And the way her as word, the way she word, it ain't gonna look good for her, man. In my opinion, I don't like that shit. Cause she can do shit like this and continue to make history by doing shit over in the boxing world, bro. You feel me? Stan Sue says only $30. Yeah, but we don't. Everybody like a lot of people should buy that shit, but that's why Kia don't want her over there fucking around in that MMA shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, of course you go get in there. The first fight is gonna be cool. They gonna try to set you up the right way, but as soon as you think you finna get up there in the high leagues, them girls not finna box your ass. They not finna play to your strengths. But her doing shit like this, bro, it's like what is it? It's knocking down barriers, and that's what they say. You knocking down barriers. You know, the first women ever all pay-per-view card, and she deserved it deserved to be motherfucking. To be honest with you, the shit deserved to be $49.99. To be real with you, but we know how women getting played out here. You know what I'm saying? Deserve to be motherfucking $49.99. Cause look what she doing. She doing shit better than some men, and we out here paying $79.99 for these motherfuckers. You feel me? And to keep it real, women fight harder than men in the UFC and in boxing. In the UFC and in boxing. So the card gonna be exciting as fuck. Cause they only know how to fight one way going forward, in my opinion, shit. So man, I'm gonna support the shit 120%. You feel me? Like he said, she become undisputed in 2 different weight classes, still doing shit nobody never done before. They not gonna put on the pound for pound list for us the man's, which is I feel you. She if they was to put on the pound for pound list, you feel me? She deserved to be #1 on that motherfucker, and she deserved more respect. And another thing, Key, that's why I didn't like Layla Ali talking about Claressa Shields and Layla Ali fighting. That's why I didn't like that shit for real, because I feel like Layla should be showing love. I feel like she should be showing love and congratulating her and showing her certain shit that you're talking about that she need work on. You should be showing her shit to help her expand, you know what I mean, in the career to go further. But instead, you want to knock off the motherfucking throne. Try to knock off.
Like to me, that was jealousy and hate because I can't say that she need work on shit when her skills is much better than you ever had.
Yeah,
Claressa skill got way more skills than Layla Ali ever had. Layla Ali just came into women's boxing at the right time. There wasn't no talent. You know what I'm saying? And then the most talented woman that there was, Ann Wolf, she ain't, you know what I'm saying, get in there with Ann Wolf.
Yeah. But that's what I'm just saying. Like, if you want to try to knock her off the fucking throne, when you should be helping her go forward. Like, you want to come back after all these years, you want to come and fight this girl. Like, man, you should be congratulating her. If she's saying she to go, okay, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? How can you get pissed off at that? She in the game right now, doing her thing, right? Doing her motherfucking thing. And you mad because she's talking about she the GOAT. And then you want to say, oh, she copying after my daddy. It's a lot of motherfuckers that copy out your daddy. But this girl, she did way more than what you doing, Layla. Way more. Accomplishing way more. You know what I'm saying? Help bring the women's sport back. Her with Katie Taylor, got to get Katie Taylor her credit. Got to give my girl, the Puerto Rican, her credit. Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have making that shit exciting again, but you want to.
They weren't making noise like Claressa Shields, though. They weren't doing the shit that Claressa doing.
Hell no. But I'm just saying, they trying to help bring the women's sport back for us. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, and Claressa Shields. Them the top 3 chicks to me. Cecilia Brackett, she was the fucking, she was the undisputed champion, but she wasn't doing shit. She wasn't really doing shit. She been a champ that long and wasn't doing shit. It took these girls they became undisputed on your ass and still making noise. You know what I mean? Right. So I just feel like, man, Claressa doing shit that's helping the sport go forward, bro. And I want her to focus on boxing, bro. I don't want to see her over there on that shit, dog. And I understand you got to get your dollar because, like, I don't know if she really making that paper, making what she deserved in boxing. Don't get me wrong, she making some good money, but she not getting what the fuck she deserved, bro. To where she shouldn't even have to worry about going over to a motherfucking a motherfucking MMA ring. And then you got a big ass fight that they trying to whip up with you and motherfucking you and the girl that beat you in the amateurs, Samantha Marshall. You know what I'm saying? So
Savannah Marshall.
Savannah Marshall, yeah, Savannah. My bad. I always call that woman Samantha.
But she only got, like Savannah Marshall only got like a few fights.
Yeah,
they don't want her to get no smoke with Claressa Shields right now. They keeping her away from Claressa Shields right now.
Yeah,
they trying to build her over there.
He trying to hype that shit up though. You know what I'm saying?
He trying to build Savannah Marshall though. That's like, you know, Eddie Hearn. He's trying to build her over there right now. He didn't want to put her in the ring with Claressa.
But still, that's like a big ass fight for her though. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna get behind her ass, bro. They gonna get behind her big time. So I feel like she just continue doing what she doing, dog. When the time comes, she'll get her just due. She deserve everything every fucking thing that's coming to her, she deserve it. You know what I mean? I salute her, like you say, Keith. She's doing big things. You feel me? Everybody need to get behind her, show love. You feel me? Because she is a real one. She a real one. Even though her ass changing a little bit, she's still a real one. And I'm gonna support on whatever she do, man. I'm loving it though. I'm loving what she's doing. But go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm so going. Like I said, if they let fans attend, I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna go to the fight. If not, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna support because, like I said, when did y'all think that the day that would come that we would see an all women's boxing pay-per-view or all female boxing pay-per-view? So, like I said, if it wasn't for Claressa Shields, we wouldn't be seeing things like this. We wouldn't be seeing things like this if it wasn't for Claressa Shields. So, and she fighting the best of the best. And then in the rest of the best, they don't want no smoke with her. So she doing what she got to do. And as far as what Money said, her going over to MMA, I like it, man. I don't have no problem with it because you can't sit around and wait for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit around and wait for nobody. So Claressa Shields said, look, I'm not finna sit around and when women's boxing, they ain't treating us right. They not paying us right. And it's just not moving along. It ain't moving like it's supposed to. So I'm not about to sit around, right? When I know that I can do great things and bigger and better things, right? And get paid like I'm supposed to get paid, I'm gonna do great things and I'm gonna keep moving, right? Time don't wait on nobody. And I'm not finna sit around and wait for, and wait on her. She making big moves. She's training with Holly Holmes and John Jones and that whole stable over there in New Mexico. I think they train in New Mexico. She's training with the whole MMA stable. And she's not gonna just jump in there off the rip, and she's gonna learn and learn because one thing is a big part of it. She already has it down. The stand-up game, she already has it down. She's already in great physical condition, so she can learn the rest. She can learn, she learn how to kick and learn how to defend takedowns, and it's gonna take a while. But if they'll move her right through the MMA ranks. They'll move it right in somebody that has the athletic ability and the skills that she does. She can learn anything, she can do it. A lot of them motherfucking fighters in MMA, they didn't have no type of coordination or nothing, and they learn how to fight. You see what I'm saying? They didn't know how to throw a punch better than a fucking 1-year-old child, but they learn how to fight. So Claressa Shields, she can learn. She can learn how to, look at Holly Holm. Look at Holly Holm. She was a boxer, she learned. So I know Claressa Shields can. So yeah, she got to. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do and do certain things and test yourself to be great. And I don't have a problem with that. Boxing ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? For Claressa Shields, boxing is not gonna go nowhere. So and then after after she comes undisputed and for the second time in the second weight class, it's not too many more things for her to do in boxing. She can face Savannah Marshall, but they don't want Savannah Marshall to fight her right now because Eddie Hearn trying to build her, right? What's her Katie Taylor? That's what I'm saying. They could meet at a catch weight, but she don't really want no smoke. Who else? You got the pretty beast Raquel Miller. That's a good fight I would like to see. But let's just be honest. Don't nobody know who Raquel Miller is really. Unless you just like a real diehard female boxing fan. But it's some fights out there, but it ain't really nothing big. That Layla Ali fight would have been real big for for Claressa Shields, but that that ain't gonna happen. Layla Ali, she thought about it. We know what happened. Layla Ali thought about that shit, and she's like, yeah, I better stay my ass in this motherfucking kitchen, baking these recipes, right, with my husband and my family. I ain't going there with that young lady and get my ass whooped in front of the whole world. For real. She thought about that shit. She had some time to sit down and close her mouth and really think, like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna go in there and get embarrassed. I'm gonna embarrass my whole the whole Muhammad Ali, the whole Ali name. I ain't finna do that. See, I'm gonna stay my ass right here in this goddamn kitchen. For real. As she should. Mike Rhymes says she damn sure gonna have to learn how to kick because she doesn't have no power. She has skills though. I mean, that power, she got enough power. First, she got enough power to really hurt some of them women in MMA, right? She knows how to punch correctly. She knows how to punch correctly, right? She knows how to punch accurately, and then they ain't wearing barely nothing on their fist. Trust me, she'll knock them women out in MMA. You got to understand, boxing, women's boxing, you only got 2 minute rounds, and then you wearing 10-ounce gloves anyway. Salute. And you got to think, Claressa Shields has been fighting the top competition ever since she stepped in to women's boxing. When you see these females go in there and get these knockouts, they ain't fighting no competition. They fighting Rudy-Poot ass women. You got to understand, Claressa Shields' debut bout, I was there. She debuted against Franchise Cruz. Who else is doing shit like that? That was her debut bout against Franchise Cruz, right? And ever since then, Claressa has been fighting the best after the best after the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, nobody else in boxing, and really, right? Nobody else in all of boxing, men's boxing, women's boxing, fucking alien boxing. You know what I'm saying? Fight night champion boxing. Ain't nobody else in boxing, period, doing what she's doing. Fighting the competition that she's fighting and doing, making history like what she's doing. Yes, Stan Switch says with 4-ounce gloves, Claressa sleeping people. Real talk. If she get in there and she fucking up these men in sparring, she got enough power, dog, for real. But man, I'm excited about that, man. So once again, we're gonna be talking about it more. March the 4th in Flint, Michigan. The first female, the first all-female pay-per-view is going down. Claressa Shields versus what's her name again, man? Versus Marie-Eve Decaire. Yeah, so it is going down. Anything else you want to say before we move on? Money?
Nah, not on that situation, but to our boys talking about don't turn down Cecilia to build up Claressa. Ain't nobody turn down Cecilia to build up no Claressa, man. I just told you that guy. I just told you they came into the game, they became undisputed just like her, and they helped moving the sport forward. That's all I said, man. I like Cecilia Bracken, but she just got her ass whooped. So
okay, hold on. Since you want to do that, right? And I wouldn't even go. I like Cecilia Bracken, right? But I wasn't gonna do that. But see, since you want to bring that up, right? Because a lot of people tried to say that Cecilia Bracken, she was the queen and she was much better than Claressa Shields. So if you want to go there, we're gonna go there, right? We're gonna go there, right? And I'm gonna just go down her resume, right? Koprak Kinsah, I don't even know how to say that name. She was 0-1. The next fight that Cecilia Bracken, I ain't gonna say the name because we don't know none of these names. The lady was 1-1. The next fight that Cecilia Bracken fought, the lady was 4-1. The next fight that Cecilia Bracken fought, the lady was 3-18, right? The next fighter that she fought, the lady was 4-2-1. The next fight that she fought was the lady was 1 win, 2 losses. The next fight that she fought, the lady was 4-1. The next fight 4-2. The next fight 5-11. The next fight 4-24. 6-2. Then she fought Lucia Morello. Morello was 12-0. Victoria Cisneros was 5 wins, 8 losses. And I mean, we could just go down. We could go on and on, right? And Sophia Mathis was probably, and Mia St. John, right? And Sophia Mathis was 26-6 or 26-2 when she fought her. Mia St. John was 47-12 when she beat Mia St. John, right? She ain't fought nobody. Yvonne Hazabon, she all right, you know what I'm saying? But I think Claressa Shields beat the shit out of her, right? Let's go down. I'm going down her resume, right? She ain't fought nobody. And then she finally fought somebody that was okay with Jessica McCaskill, and she lost. So if you want to keep it real, right, Cecilia Brackers, she can't hold a fucking candle to Claressa Shields. Now let's look at who Claressa Shields was fighting, right? Who she's been fighting in her short career. Let's keep it real. Let's not try to compare, right, Cecilia Brackers to Claressa Shields. Just because Cecilia Brackers was a name that you knew because they was putting her on HBO fighting a whole bunch of bombs that you never heard of in your fucking life, right? Because I'm sick of people trying to act like Cecilia Brackers was just such a fucking, was just so great of a woman's fighter, right? Like she was just doing such great things in the sport when she wasn't fighting nobody. Hold on. And like I said, I like her, but you're not going, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to feed me shit and then tell me it's a Snickers bar. Now let's go ahead and go to Claressa Shields' resume, right? For real, okay. Claressa Shields, the first fight that she fought, like I told y'all earlier, was Franchon Cruz. Y'all know who Franchon Cruz is.
World champion right now.
World champion right now. It ain't lost to this day. She lost to a man's man, and they had to reverse that decision, right? Right. Franchon Cruz only loss was to a man, and they had to reverse that decision because we all know that men are not allowed to fight women in women's boxing. But Franchon Cruz is the only woman that was able to step in there against a man, right? Claressa Shields debuted against her and beat her, right?
That man beat the weave out of my.
Yeah, the next fight, Claressa Shields fought Sylvia Zabados, or however you say it. She was 15-8. Then she fought somebody that was 4-1, right? So, right, and then her very next fight, she fought Nikki Adler that was 16-0. Then her next fight, she fought Tori Nelson that was 17-0. Then her next fight, she fought Hannah Gabriel that was 18-1. So we ain't even got through, you know what I'm saying? We just starting. So how can you compare that against that other shit that I just read you? You can't. So like I said, it's cool. I like Cecilia Brackers, but can't nobody feed me shit and tell me if it was a Snickers bar. Period.
Nah, I mean,
straight up. Like what's his name? Like 503 line partner say. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Nick Silvio say if the woman went 3 minutes around, I bet Claressa would get some stops. Yeah, real talk. It's been a few of them women that she was gonna stop, but the rounds wasn't enough. And like I said, when you fighting top competition, she ain't fighting fucking Rudy Poot ass women. Young Murder Cutman says, did she move away from Claressa or no? That guy.
Yeah, she could have fought Claressa, but she deserved
Yeah,
to fight.
and she didn't want to fight Claressa.
Right.
Claressa said that she would go down to her way to get that smoke, and she ain't want it. So don't
She
come
fought.
on here talking to me about no motherfucking Cecilia Brockins.
She fought Jessica McCaskill, who moved up and beat her ass. So imagine what Claressa will do to her.
Don't talk to me about no Cecilia Brockins when we on here talking about Claressa Shields. Because the two names don't compare. Period. G Garcia says, don't think he was comparing. He just said, don't tear down one to no, I would. Nobody was on here tearing down her.
Who turned down? That's what I'm saying. Who turned it down?
See, this is the thing. And the reason I did what I did right now is because that guy, nobody said nothing about Cecilia Brockins. Nobody said nothing bad about her. But when you said that, then I'm gonna show you an example if what I would do if I wanted to tear down Cecilia Brockins, because it wouldn't be that hard, right?
No, he was talking to me, Key, when I had brought her up.
Oh well, I mean,
but Key, what did I never turned her down? I said I like Cecilia. I said she was undisputed, right? I said, but Katie and Claressa, I said Claressa and Katie came and did the same thing in a short period of time and moving the sport forward. How did I turn her down, bro? What did I say? I never turned her down. So I told y'all be hearing what y'all want to hear sometimes, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I like Cecilia Brockins a lot. It's no reason for me not to like Cecilia Brockins, you know. But at the same time, it's like I said, you can't feed me shit and tell me it's a Snickers bar, right? Because that's what her resume is. It's some shit.
Exactly. And now for what you just said, I think you just compared the two. And that's why I said they moving the sport forward, because they fighting the best. Even Katie Taylor fucking resume better than Claressa Shields shit. So when we looking at their resume and
you mean better than Cecilia?
Oh yeah, Cecilia Brockins, yeah, and the other girl I named, motherfucking the Philip, I mean not the Puerto Rican. They ass doing something. They doing special shit, and they fighting the top competition.
Even the I like the Cecilia, I mean Claressa Shields home girl that fight on Top Rank.
Oh yeah, Michaela Myers.
Yeah. It's some women in boxing, but see that's what they did. That's what they did, right, with Layla Ali, right? At that time, right? They fed you shit and told you it was a fucking Snickers bar. That's what they did with Layla Ali. She wasn't fighting nobody. She was fighting fucking women that they was getting off the goddamn she was fighting servers and shit at Denny's. You know what I'm saying? She was fighting servers and hostesses and shit.
Motherfucker, they just bringing her off the boat.
Yeah, she wasn't fighting nobody. She was look spectacular doing this, right? She was getting all that knockouts. Like I said, don't let these people, right, feed you shit and tell you it's a Snickers bar, right? Because that's all they doing when they doing shit like that. That's why a lot of like, well, Claressa ain't knocking out nobody, and look at all them knockouts that Layla Ali had.
Look at the motherfucking competition.
What's she fighting? You know what I'm saying? Who was she fighting?
And look at what she doing. That girl was undisputed and still a motherfucking champion in another weight division.
Sylvester 2011 says Ali had some decent opponents. She was a dog. What decent opponent did she have versus Christy Martin? And Christy Martin was old and way smaller than Layla Ali. Name them. Name them. I want to know. Sylvester, since you said that, I want you to name the good opponents that Layla Ali fought.
Joe Frazier's daughter, who retired after that shit, who ain't really did nothing.
Jackie Frazier was never shit.
Was never nothing. Come on now.
And like I said, I ain't being disrespectful. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm keeping it raw.
Just calling out the facts, dog. Now look at Claressa opponents and tell me, like, put Claressa.
So that's what he said. He said what you, Joe Frazier's daughter. So who did Joe Frazier's daughter beat to be anybody?
That's why I said her name real fast, because that's the only thing they know.
Like, come on now, bro. We're not gonna do this.
That's the only person they knew. Joe Frazier.
Talking about she was tough. My motherfucking my middle school, right? My middle school monitor with the Jerry curl, she was tough. What does that mean? She was tough, and she'll knock you out with the motherfucking smell of the drip.
Oh shit.
For real, she was tough. Back in the early night, you know what I'm saying? The early nights, my middle school monitor, man, that Jerry curl that she had, that shit was tough. But what does that mean that she was tough? That don't mean nothing. Was she a hell of a fighter? Was she a good? No, she wasn't. But anyway, man, like I said, we all go. but anyway, y'all all know it's all love, man. This is what we should do. It's all love. Hey, we just over here talking shit like we do. But Shady Girl 85, what's going down? She says, Layla didn't want no smoke with Ann Wolf. I know she didn't want anything to do with Claressa. That's real talk. She didn't want nothing to do with this smoke. None of it. Like I said, I know what it is. I know what it is.
And we'll put shit to sleep.
And now Ann Wolf, you talking about had hands. You gotta be a special type of woman to be able to train men and put fear in a man's eye. Ann Wolf used to train men and put fear in their eyes.
But not only that though, Key, they couldn't even take her training regimen, bro. They used to quit.
Talk to him, Money.
They used to quit.
Talk to him.
She's put their ass through the hells of chain, but their ass used to quit. Couldn't even do what she tell them to do, dog. You feel me? I'm trying to tell you, dog. Ann Wolf wasn't no joke. Layla Ali was not beating Ann Wolf. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all can sit up there, and I like Layla Ali with her little pretty ass. Like he say, she better stay in that motherfucking kitchen. But if she got her ass in that ring with Ann Wolf, that would have been all she wrote. That would have been all she wrote. I'm trying to tell you, Ann Wolf is she an animal, man. She really do that shit, and she don't care about no feelings or none of that shit.
And don't get me wrong,
none of that shit.
Layla Ali was very exciting. I like Layla Ali. I was a big Layla Ali fan.
Me too, dog. But she wanted to be Ann Wolf.
And she could fight. Layla Ali was tough. She could fight, but she had the brawling style that she had, right? It doesn't add up to the skills that Claressa Shields bring in some of these other women, what they bring in the ring today. Layla Ali was exciting for her era, but she wasn't fighting nobody, right? She wasn't fighting nobody. Straight up.
Now, if she got her ass in that ring with Claressa was gonna get
it. John Kramer says Ann Wolf is a man masquerading as a woman. No wonder Layla ain't want no small. I ain't finna go there with you, man. Young Merv, the cut man, says they asked Layla about Ann.
Ann got kids, boy. And Ann will knock your ass out, John. You said that shit to him. You better watch it.
Yeah, for real. I ain't finna go there, man. Young Merv, the cut man, says they asked Layla about Ann. She said, Ann calls me ma'am. I was like, damn. Yeah, I heard when she said that. And Ann Wolf will beat the man out of her. Mike Rhymes says she won the title and only person she lost to was Layla Ali. You talking about Joe Frazier's man? Do we got to do this again, dog? Let's go ahead and do it again since they right. Since let me go ahead and do it real quick again. Since they insist that Joe Frazier's daughter was just one of the greatest female fighters to ever step in the ring. Man, this shit crazy, dog. And she was old as hell too. When Joe Frazier's daughter is 60 years old right now. You hear me, Money?
Yeah.
She's 60 years old right now. How old is Layla Ali? Layla Ali, let me pull Layla Ali up, right? Layla Ali is 43. So Layla Ali is 43 years old, right? Jackie Frazier is 60 years old.
Yeah.
Come on now. Look at the age difference. Come on, man. Y'all crazy. That's a 17-year age gap. So come on now, and y'all on here talking about, well, she beat Jackie Frazier. Come on, bro. Are you serious? Man, y'all tripping right now. Let's go ahead and look at Jackie Frazier's resume then, right? Since Jackie Frazier was so amazing to y'all, right? Jackie Frazier's record was 13-1, right? She only had 14 professional fights. But this is the woman that y'all keep coming on here telling me that Layla Ali is so great because she beat Jackie Frazier, right? Let's see who Jackie Frazier fought. First opponent Jackie Frazier fought was 0-1. Her second fighter that she fought was their pro debut. Third fighter that she fought was their pro debut. The fourth fighter that she fought was their pro debut. The fifth fighter she fought was was 0-1. The sixth fighter that she fought was 1-5. The next fighter that she fought was 2-7. Then she fought Layla Ali and lost. Now, what are y'all talking about? You see money, right? Yeah. See what these dudes do, right? Is they just go by a name, right? They didn't know who the fuck Jackie Frazier fought. They didn't know nothing about Jackie Frazier's career, right? But that's the only name they can think of. So they gonna put it in there just to argue. But don't know nothing they talking about. Before you get on here arguing with me or money, you got to come with your facts. You got to know what you're talking about before you get on here trying to argue, because I will make you look stupid. For real. You cannot argue saying that, oh, well, she beat Jackie Frazier. Come on, man. Is y'all serious? Don't do this with me.
I brought Jackie Frazier up, but that's the first name I knew they were going to come with.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just because her daddy and they daddy's fault and they daddy is Hall of Famous, it don't match up with both of them, bro.
Come on, dog. Yeah, but anyway, man, moving along. G Garcia says, what y'all think about Ryan saying fight to be announced and Tank like what you must know something I don't know. Well, yeah, I think Money touched on that last night on his show. Yeah.
That shit signed when they sign that shit, then we'll know we ain't gonna play the back.
Yeah, we'll get into that more when we know that the contract is signed, right? Because we'll hear that shit, and then tomorrow we'll hear that the fight ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? They might revisit it in September or something. Well, you know how boxing move, man. We'll see. Young Murder Cut Man says, man, Ryan fighting Linares or some shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We will see, dog. So, man, what I want to get into before we get up off here, dog, let's talk about AB, man. AB, I was listening to AB. He did his interview on Brian Custer, the Last Stands podcast, right? And I'm listening to AB. It was a pretty good interview. It wasn't that long. It's only probably like 25 minutes. Y'all go check that out. But AB, he talked about, some things that we discussed on here. He talked about how he was, he was like down bad, on the alcohol. AB said he would wake up, right? He would wake up, drink from damn near 10 o'clock in the day. He said he'll look up, it'll be 10 o'clock the next day. He said he was doing that every single day, non-stop, right? Non-stop, he was doing that every single day. Just going on, just drinking binges from the time, and he said he wasn't even sleeping. He said he wasn't sleeping. He was just at the bar or whatever all day, the next day, non-stop drinking, right? And he said that
crazy, man. I say crazy, dog.
Yeah, and he said he knew he had a problem. He said, but the thing about him is he could stop whenever he wanted to, right? And he said his mom called him and she was like, yeah, you need some sleep. He said that he knew where she was going with that, like, that she probably had a long talk with him and was like, you need to calm down, this is going too far. But you know, the man was, you know, telling you a little bit about how he was just running wild. He was a pure, you know, goddamn near wino, right? Because that's wino shit.
Yeah,
You
yeah. That's the shit my daddy used to do. You ain't
yeah,
lying.
it's a difference between an alcoholic and a wino, right? When you've graduated, when you're doing shit like that every day, non-stop, all day, every day, and you don't stop. Now you done graduated to that wino level, damn near. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is you rich and you ain't on the street sleeping. I guess that's the only difference, right? But you damn near a wino. But he was able to stop. So, you know, big ups to AB. You know, he was able to bring himself together. Like he said, his mind was stronger than the alcohol was, the liquor was, right? His mind was stronger. And I'm only talking about this because he talked about it. So it ain't no fucking secret. Other than that, I wouldn't even be talking about it because that's that man's personal stuff. But he talked about it so anybody could go hear. So what and the reason I'm bringing that up is because AB, you know, he got a fight coming up on the February the 13th, I think, right? Or 13th or 14th. 13th. He got a fight coming up, right? And he was supposed to fight Campo, some dude, some Rudy Poot ass dude. They was gonna put him in the ring with, but the dude ended up getting COVID, so that fight ain't gonna go down. So he looking for a replacement opponent right now, right?
Well, he had got a replacement, Keith, but then he fell through because there was some dude that AB don't fuck with. They said he didn't want to fight. That Ross with the fighter, but AB said he didn't want him there. So the fighter said no, he ain't gonna fight him. So that fight had fell through too. I forgot his last name or some shit, but he had two opponents. But now they looking for another round.
So he done had two opponents that fell through, and he's looking for another opponent right now, right? So we don't know. He you know, Brian Custer asked him, you know, was he really kind of just looking for a touch up right now, you know? And AB, he answered that question. He's like, well, you know, kind of really, it don't matter who I fight, that they gonna want to see me fight, you know. It you know, that's pretty much what it is. But then Brian Custer asked him, he said, you know, after this, are we gonna see AB in the ring with like a Regis Prograis? Because he said that, you know, the talks is they trying to set up a fight between you and Regis Prograis. You know, what's up with that fight? And AB was like, he didn't really sound like and it's hard for me to say this because AB, we know AB is wanting to smoke and willing to fight anybody. But he didn't really sound like he wanted to smoke with Regis, right? Because when they asked him about Regis, this is, and I could be wrong, but this is how he answered it, right? He said, well, shit, that's cool and all, but what do I gain out of fighting Regis Prograis? You know, what do I gain out of fighting him? You know, that's straight, but like shit, you know, dude gotta build himself up more, and you know, down the line, you know, I think that'd be a good ass fight between me and him, but you know, he got to build this up, and then we can make it happen down. So it didn't really seem like that he was interested in fighting Regis Prograis no time soon. You know, because to me personally, when a man when his first instance is to start talking about, you know, what I gain or somebody got to build themselves up more, that to me is your first instinct is like, nah, I don't really want to fight that dude for whatever reason it is, you know. And then because you know we've been hearing this for a minute, Regis Prograis and Adrien Broner. That's a hell of a fight. I want to see that. I think Regis Prograis beat the shit out of Adrien Broner. But then Adrien Broner says this. He says that he will become champion at 140 pounds this year. He says that he see himself becoming champion again the fight after this fight. So I asked myself when he said that, right? And he really believed that, right? He's like, you know, I'm on my shit again. I'm training again. I'm in some shape. It don't matter who it is at this point. I'm in some shape. You know, I AB. But I asked, but I'm like looking, right? And I'm like, who the fuck he gonna beat? Who is he gonna beat? And this is a real question. Can Adrien Broner become champion at 140 pounds? This year, right? If unless they let him fight, unless somebody drop a title and let him fight for a Rudy Poo for a vacant belt, because that could happen. But if that don't happen, who can he beat? Like, and I'm being serious, right? Because I don't see Adrien Broner beating none of the top guys or none of the guys below the top guys just at 140, just for the simple fact is that I just ran you down the life that he's been living. Now, it's great in that he's in shape, and you know, it take a different type of man to come from where he can't come from, all of that shit that he was doing to even get in shape, right? Like he's getting in shape. But you can't live a lifestyle like that and then think that you can go in there and beat any of these guys now, right? AB is not in his early 20s no more. All of that reckless shit that he was doing, that takes a toll on your body, right? And we already know that AB had a problem letting his hands go, even when he wasn't living like that. He had a problem letting his hands go, and we know AB, we've seen him in the ring, right? So I don't see nobody that he can beat to become a champion, right? I don't see nobody at the 140-pound weight class that he could beat to become a champion. And especially not 135, because that's too much weight for him to move down. And another thing, Money, I'm gonna let you cook. Another thing, Brian Custer asked him how much was he weighing, right? And he didn't want to say, but Brian Custer said, well, were you over 180? And he was like, oh, yeah, I was over. So I'm saying that he was probably around 190 plus, right? AB, he could, because he said he's already lost 40 pounds, right? But he's still cutting weight. So he was probably around 190 plus pounds. He's only 5'6". Going on drinking binges for months, right? For months, every day, all day, no sleep. That is not a fighter's lifestyle. Who in the 140-pound division do you see him beating for a title? That's all I'm, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and cook on that, Money.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I look at it this way. I feel like he probably didn't say nothing about Regis because he know he got to get a couple fights in before, he feel like he can compete with the real cats though. But when I look at people like Mario Barrios, I feel like he can go on what Mario Barrios says at 140, right? Like you say, Ramirez and Josh Taylor, yeah, I don't think right now going into the ring with them, it ain't gonna happen. But they gonna end up fighting and moving up, in my opinion. I think they gonna vacate them titles, and I think they gonna put them in the ring with somebody. My like the biggest name, like you said, that you go on there and get credit against on winning the title will be Regis Prograis. But you need more than one fight, coming back off of one fight, to get it on with Regis, to be on your shit. So I feel like if he get 2 fights in, right, if he go on there, he get this fight in with whoever the hell he fit to fight, like you say, it's fit to be a nobody. That's a get back fight. You know what I'm saying? Then get in there with some type of stiff competition, and see what you're really looking like, but living the fighter's lifestyle right now, starting right now, getting off the bullshit. If you could take this half serious, you know what I mean? I know that's a cliche. I know we always say that shit, but with AB, you give him a check. He always say one thing. That's the, you don't know what the fuck he gonna do after that. You know what I'm saying? But if he get his ass in there, he can compete. You know what I'm saying? He can compete. I don't like, I'm with you though. I don't think you can beat Regis Prograis. You give yourself a shot if your ass stay on point. Like if you really say, okay, I'm going to her, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But like I said in my last show, Regis hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Regis hit hard. So what happened when your ass get hit by Regis? Do your ass put your hands back in your pocket and start trying to survive again? Or do your ass really fight and say, okay, motherfucker? But when we're looking at the situation, I think Mario Barrios, a fighter that's all offense, you know what I'm saying? I think he's going there, he probably can whoop Mario Barrios, but you still got to be on your shit in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But
that's not no easy fight, because
that's not no easy fight. Because Barrios is a volume puncher, and he had problems with volume puncher.
You gotta think, Money, where all of that heavy living, the shit that you doing right, not living right, where that comes really into play is when you get in there with somebody that's really gonna press you.
Facts.
And make you fight. And then that's when all of that shit, because that shit's still in your pores. You know what I'm saying? It's still all of that shit, man. When
on your livers, on your lungs, all in your
and you just don't got it in you. You just don't got it in you.
And what I was about to say, but you figure it out though. But damn, what I was about to say. Damn. I know I was on Barrios. I know Barrios hit volume punch on ABS, but you know it'll show. It'll show. Like he'll see when his ass get in there. But you do got to go them rounds to see how much of an effect that it took on your ass. It's different from you just in the ring training, punching gloves. You feeling good. You get the weight down, shit to that nature and shit. It's another thing, and when your ass really fighting. But the thing he do got that's an advantage for him that he is a fighter though. He is a fighter, and you can push yourself to a limit. You can push yourself to a limit. And AB is that type of fighter where if his ass put it in his head, he can push himself to that limit because he do got them abilities, you know what I'm saying? And his ass still can punch. That motherfucker can still punch. You feel me? And I don't really want to say the cliche shit, if he let his damn hands go. And I know people get tired of hearing that shit. I don't blame y'all.
Saying that, but I don't mean to cut you off. I've been watching AB on the mitts. I don't like what I see on the mitts, dog. Real talk. He's not as fast as he used to be, and he take too many fucking breaks. Like he'll hit the mitts and and then he'll take a break, walk around, look, take another break. He take too many breaks in between, and that's a main problem that I see with AB, and that always translates to why he don't let his hands go and why he only fights in little flurries, right? If you look at somebody that really worked the mitts, look at how, right? Perfect example, money, right? And I'm gonna let you go ahead, right? And tell me if I'm not lying. When you saw the media workouts, right? When we watched Errol Spence, right? When he was on the mitts, he was nonstop, back, right? Nonstop. And then you went over and you saw Danny Garcia. It was night and day. Danny Garcia was taking breaks. He wasn't working like that hard on the mitts. He was taking. And then what did you see in the ring?
The exact same shit.
It translated, because when you taking all these different breaks, when you on the mitts or on the bag and you walking around, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It translated in the ring because your body is used to, okay, now it's time for me to take this break and walk around. And we can see it. That's why he only can fight in spurts. I've been saying this for years, man. That's why AB don't let his hands go. He don't. Watch how he works watch how he when he trained, when he worked the mitt or when he worked in the bag. Look at all the breaks that he take. He ain't working that bag 3 minutes straight or the mitts 3 minutes straight. He giving you a quick flurry. He walking around, posing, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Giving you another quick flurry, taking another. And every time he stopped, he ain't walking around just because, you know, he using his footwork. He's walking around because he's taking breaks in between, and he making it look good. Yeah. But go ahead, money. My bad.
Yeah, Shayna, what's going down, love? Yeah, bro. I feel like it'd be a hell of a fight, bro. Hold on, Key. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Queen. I think Money. I'm gonna let Money go ahead and cook. I think he had to
Okay, I'm back, bro. Yeah, with ABS, right? But you know, him and Barrios, it will be a hell of a fight. But he got to be on the shit. He got to be on the shit, bro. He need to fight. He can't just jump right back. Like that's when people was talking about, oh man, he can come back, get in the ring of Regis. Man, if he came back, got right back in the ring of Regis Prograis, that's called murder. He wouldn't have stood a chance against no fucking Regis Prograis coming right back.
And thank you, Sheena, in that cash app. Salute to you, Queen. Appreciate that, Queen. Go ahead, Money.
You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't stand a chance coming back in right in the ring with no goddamn Regis Prograis. But you know, he gonna work his way back. They go figure it out though. But I do feel like this. Like I said, he a fighter. He can push himself to that limit, but he's gonna have to want that shit for himself. He's gonna have to really want that shit. I know people keep saying, "Oh, AB just coming back for the checks. He coming back for this, coming back for that." We don't know yet. We gotta wait and see. You know what I mean? That could be the moral of the story. Who knows, bro? Who knows? But like I said, I ride for the motherfucker. I'm still a fan of Adrien Broner. I'm gonna push for his ass. Right? I'm gonna push for him. I'm a hope. You feel me? I'm a hope that his ass is back looking for a real title shot to try to become world champion again and become world champion for the 5th time. But I'm not gonna lose no sleep over this shit, and I'm not gonna go gray over this shit like I always say. I'm gonna see what he do when he come back. I'm gonna root for him. You feel me? See what position he put himself in. But we ain't gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You can talk all that shit, AB, and I know that's why I say the people that's pissed off at him, I don't blame y'all. I understand it. I know where y'all coming from. I know he got to show the shit because he come back and sell your ass a dream real quick of what he go do, how he looking. Motherfucker get to see him on the past. He get to talking that shit, the same damn song he been singing. I know I've been fucking up y'all, and I'm taking it serious this time, and that's why I'm okay with telling people that I drunk this long and this and that, playing on your motherfucking intelligence and all your feelings and shit. Damn, maybe he was down bad though, man, but he is coming back though. He said he ain't had a drink an X amount of months.
Let his hands go this time. I promise you, AB gonna let his hands go this time.
Right. You telling that motherfucker, yeah, he looking good for real, y'all. He back, motherfucker, getting out those 17 punches the whole fight. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see how it gonna turn out to be. So, at the end of the day, dog, it's up to him on what the fuck he want to do. It's his career. Like I say, I feel like he still won overall because he had beat the statistics. You know what I'm saying? So people like that, I'm gonna continue to root for. Right? It's just hard for me to give up on AB. I can't give up on the motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely root for him, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can't give up on his ass.
I'm gonna root for him, but as soon as he get in there with somebody,
one more time.
I know what's gonna happen, dog. I know what's gonna happen as soon as he get in there with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a root for him. I like AB. I wish him nothing but the best. But at the end of the day, I'm not finna take nobody serious that don't take their own craft serious. Yeah, how can you expect me to take you serious and take and for me to, when you don't even take yourself serious in the ring? You don't. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Yeah, we'll see what turns out though. But like I said, we know the fight. Whoever he fight next, that's a win for him. They're not going to put him in there with nobody that's dangerous or shit of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like me coming on, just like me and Money coming on here, right? And we come on here and we tell y'all, well, shit, we ain't watched boxing in 3 years, but we finna come on here. We finna give y'all ain't nobody finna take us serious. We finna come on here and do our thing. We ain't watched boxing. We don't know what the hell going on. We ain't watching nothing in 3 years, but ain't nobody finna come on here and watch this shit and take us serious. So
asking the chat. Yeah. Hey, who fighting again now?
Yeah,
I can't get one word out. We asking the chat every goddamn thing.
Nobody serious that don't take their own craft serious.
Yeah. So how long when he come to the game? How long you been in? Oh, so y'all say he go win, huh? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll see then, man. Well, I don't know what the hell we talking about.
And like I tell Money, man, when we be talking, it's a whole bunch of fighters, right? That's been great. It's a whole bunch of fighters that had great skills. They was everything, right? But they were missing one thing, and that was the discipline and dedication, right? Yeah. Discipline and dedication. That's the biggest attribute that you can have in boxing. Discipline and dedication, because everything else can be taught, right? Everything else can be taught and learned, but discipline and dedication, if you don't got that, you can be the greatest athlete and have all the skills in the world, and we've seen it time and time again.
Thanks.
Look at Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe probably be one of the best heavyweights. Might still be undefeated to this day, Riddick Bowe, if he had discipline and dedication.
Let me tell y'all this, man. Y'all saying AB.
Salute to you, Queen, in the building.
Yeah, AB is built for it. You might feel that way. He's built for it because he's already been in this game for so damn long. So it's his sport. You know what I mean? It's like riding a bike to him. It ain't that he go come back and be what he was, but to say he's not built for it, that's just no. You can't say that because he's still in the game. It's his game. Now, what he doing, this motherfucker, that's what it come down to, how he go take it. But it's his sport. It's his sport. He know the game like the back of his fucking head. That's why he can come back and lose all that weight and get that shit down like that and put himself in a fight. So he built for the shit. It's just like he say, how much discipline do we got for it? So, yeah, AB is gifted with skills. Trust me when I tell y'all, the motherfucker is gifted. He is gifted. That's something you can't take away from him. The last thing to go is power. He ain't got the speed that he used to have, like he said, and I do agree with him. But the motherfucker still got speed, right? And I still see fighters at 140 that he can go in there and knock the fuck out, or he can go in there, he can get a win against. You feel me? You already know it's love, Shayna. But to the top cats, the top dogs that's really in this shit, that's really serious about it. You understand what I'm saying? That's really, really serious about it, right? It's what you do against them cats, because AB's still a problem. You feel me? He's still a problem. Don't get it fucked up now. It ain't like he just go in there and get his ass whooped against anybody. Anybody ain't gonna whoop his ass. You feel me? So y'all can have y'all whatever y'all want to feel about AB. Like I say, I don't knock y'all. But if y'all go tell the story, y'all gotta tell it for what it really is, man. So we not gonna get on AB and just down him saying he's not built for it and that type of shit. Now we ain't gonna go there for it, because like I say, once he get into the ring, he go show. February 13th coming around the corner. We'll see what happens when he get in that bitch. You understand me? But once he get to the top competition, you feel me? And I do feel like there's a few fights out there that he could win, right? Even Regis Prograis, he got weaknesses, and I seen where AB can get in his ass as well. You know what I mean? If AB get to that body, if AB get in there and let his hands go uppercut hook, you feel me? He can get Regis Prograis as problem.
Yeah, Regis Prograis go beat the dog shit out of AB.
No. I won't pick. Like I say, I'm picking Regis to win the fight. I got Regis winning. But I see AB can give his ass problems, bro. AB still got hands and he still got power. Regis ain't the best defensive fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the best. His ass, he like to fight. So that means his ass get hit. You feel me? If AB throw one of them motherfuckers and catch his ass with it, his ass gonna know about it. He gonna know about it. So it's just gonna be on AB coming back, putting himself in the right position. And like I say, it's up to him. It's up to him to see what the fuck he want. It's up to him to go on that streak of, if I'm gonna finish my last little chapter, because this is his last little chapter. If I'm gonna finish my last little chapter on top, I gotta live a certain type of way. I like GT. GT is a disciplined ass type of trainer, but he still don't look like the type of a Kevin Cunningham. He don't look like that type. He don't look like that type where either it's gonna be like this or fuck you, we can get on. It still look like AB can, you know what I'm saying, say what he want and do what he want. So it's gonna be up to him though. But I ain't gonna go as far as trying to push my man all the way under the bus now. Like my man just a motherfucking rag dog out here now. We ain't going that far now. We ain't gonna go that far.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna feed me no motherfucking diarrhea shit and tell me it's a Dairy Queen shake. And AB, he ain't finna fool me no more. Like I said, he ain't finna fool me no more. I know AB gonna come out, he gonna talk all of that good shit. He gonna say he gonna do this, and that, and he ain't finna fool me no more. Like I said,
he gotta come out and show. He gotta come out and show it. I ain't saying just.
Hey, I ain't telling nobody. That Pacquiao bullshit. AB gotta beat somebody for me to believe that he gonna beat anybody.
Yeah,
and they can't put him in the ring. And I know he coming back for a tune-up, right? I know he coming back for a tune-up. He's not gonna fight. No, they gonna put him in the. I know they gonna put him in the ring with somebody that he gonna, that they want him to look good against, look great against.
He's gonna need two of them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you say?
They gonna need two of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, for real, but they can't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna feed me no diarrhea shit and tell me it's a motherfucking Dairy Queen shake. Hey, cause I ain't doing it no more, dog. You ain't finna fool me ever again. Like I said, he gonna have to beat somebody for me to be talking about, to come on here talking about, hey, AB, AB, man, he back, cause AB say this shit. AB been saying, I'm saying, daddy, brush my hair, daddy. Hey. I'm back, I'm focused, when they got a motherfucker, when they got to focus AB, a focus AB is a motherfucker, you get to laughing and shit.
These boys be me. The only person that can be AB is AB. I be myself. When I bullshit outside the ring, I'm not taking the sport serious. Now that I'm back on my shit, I done knocked out that motherfucker. I don't know where he's from. Kazakhstan, wherever the fuck they got him. I knocked his ass out, right? Because once they get that knockout,
I'm back in it. I'm in some shape. I'm cut up like a bag of dope.
If he come back and win the world title against Mario Barrios, would you give him credit for that?
Yeah, but I mean, He ain't finna do it. Like I said, I don't believe. I want to see AB in the ring. He you know what I'm saying, I'm a root for AB. Every time he get in the ring and fight one of these dudes, I'm rooting for AB, you know. But in the back of my mind, I'm rolling my motherfucking eyes like, man, here this nigga go again. No, good so goddamn well this nigga ain't.
Oh yeah, everybody falling for that speech no more. That speech,
that speech that he give before every fight, he shaking his head and like, nah, I ain't falling for that no more.
Yeah, the speech over with AB. Motherfuckers, we didn't fell for that too many times now. Y'all gotta get in that show now.
You gonna have to do something, dog. You got to get in there and you gonna have to beat somebody, right? You gonna have to beat somebody out, and I'm talking about somebody credible. You can't fight whoever he gonna fight and then come and beat a motherfucking what's his name?
The boy that beat
the Iron Red Catch, and then they talking about AB back on the map. Nah, you ain't finna do that to me. You feel me? and let's think about it. AB, he was barely beating dudes like Adrien Granados. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they're having draws with cats like Adrien Granados and Jesse Vargas and shit. Nah, dog. But see, this is the thing with AB. We gonna see, we like AB so much, we don't keep it real when it comes to him a lot of the times, right? Let's just keep it 100 for 1 second, right? Anytime that AB, this is the thing why he'll never be that dude to me. He never gonna be, he can talk, right? But he never gonna make me believe that shit ever. Because when you think about it, anytime that Adrien Broner has gotten the ring against a, let's say at least a B-level fighter, he not only lost, he getting blown out. Like, he not even coming close to winning these fights. You see what I'm saying? Like, you getting blown out by Mikey Garcia. You're not even coming close to beating a man, right? You getting blown out by Sean Porter. You ain't even win a round. You won 1 round against Sean Porter. You getting blown out. Marcos Madonna almost killed you. But you fought. But ever since then, you ain't really, you know, and then you getting close victories. You fight dudes like what's the dude Taylor? Emmanuel Taylor. Right? You fighting and you getting like close decision victories against dudes like Emmanuel Taylor. And come on, man, you supposed to be beating the shit like it. At least, right? You supposed to be like dudes like Emmanuel Taylor. You supposed to be going in there and getting rid of them dudes. You supposed to be stopping them dudes. Cats like Jesse Vargas, you supposed to be, if you don't stop Jesse Vargas, you supposed to be beating him, right? Just like, you know, unanimously beating him. Dudes like Adrien Granados, you supposed to be getting him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Those are fights that you supposed to be walking through these cats. He said nigga almost died in there against Marcos Madonna. Man, he fought his ass off though.
Marcos kid AB, man, was punk ass.
Hey, he was swimming. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He was at the bottom of that pool. He was drowning, but he was kicking, man. He kicked his way up to the surface. Every time he kicked his way up to the surface, Marcos Madonna put him back down. But hey, man, that fight hurt me. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt, dog. I remember I went to this little Christmas party after that, man. I was hurt that whole night, man. I was fucked up. AB lost. But man, yeah, he can't fool me no more. He never became the fighter that we thought he was gonna become. It was just his mouth. We wanted to believe in him because he was a con artist. He'll talk you into believing some shit that you know you didn't have no business believing. Come on, man. Mikey Garcia, you were supposed to put at least if you didn't beat Mikey, you were supposed to put in a hell of a fight to where that fight should have been close. You went nine whole rounds without even throwing any punches against Mikey Garcia, right? And let this motherfucker Mikey beat you. Mikey Garcia beat him 11 rounds to 1. Come on now, dog. Sean Porter beat you 11 rounds to win. Like, you getting in these fights and you not even coming close to winning. That's my thing. It's like, yeah, you fighting the best fighters, right? You taking all of the smoke, but you're not even you're not being competitive in these fights, right? Me and Blue scored the Pacquiao fight, a fight that I really thought that when you go back and look, he could have made that fight very close, but he wasn't letting his hands go, right? He won what, 2 rounds against Pacquiao? He won 2 rounds. He get in there with Pacquiao, old Pacquiao, and win 2 rounds. If in those 2 rounds that I gave him, they could have went either way. So he could have easily got shut out. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not giving a good account of yourself in none of these. That's my main thing. If you going in there and you fighting these top dudes and you giving them hell, you know, and you making all these fights close, well, cool. You know, then I can say, okay, well, if AB was on his shit, if you know he wasn't on doing all that other shit outside the ring, maybe he got a chance to come back and beat all these dudes. But you're not even giving a good account of yourself in none of these fights. The only thing you doing is not getting knocked out. Other than that, you losing damn near 98% of the rounds. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna keep it 100, that's just the truth. Yeah, let me read some of these comments. I'm gonna let you go ahead and touch on that, Money. And like I said, I hate to say that, but I just got to keep it 100. Sylvester 2011 say he will never get stopped, but against the best ranked opponents, I don't know if he wins. Shit, I know. Sheena says we ain't seen boxing in 3 years, but I'm about to cook. Hey, real shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't watched no boxing in 3 years, but me and Money finna get on here and cook, y'all. Y'all already know. We got a jam-packed show for y'all. So who been fighting?
Right. My name for the first.
Yeah, man. Young Merv says, I beat that boy, and everybody know I beat that boy. That nigga, what AB told you, he said, but I beat you. What he said, my past record is what he said, what he said, I'm 4-3. My last 7. What he said, he said, but I beat you. AB funny, man. He a funny ass dude, man. Let me see. Let me see what I missed. Calvin Johnson says, salute y'all kings. I think AB coming back is nice, but I hope he doesn't get gassed out too fast because of the weight. Yeah, he had to lose. He still losing a lot of weight. Young Merv says, you remember how they walked my oh shit. Dog, why you gotta do that, man? Why you gotta Hey, Young Merv said, you remember how they walked that nigga through the tunnel after Dog, man, hold on, man. That shit damn that took me out right now, man.
That's off of AB now, man.
Hold up. Oh shit. Man, I'm crying. He said, remember how they walked AB through the tunnel after the Marcos Madonna fight? hey, y'all stupid, man. Dude crazy for that one.
Got one hand, and nigga AB can barely see him.
Hold on, dog. Oh shit, I'm crying. Hey, they had dude walking him through the tunnel, had his shoulder up like that. He walking through
one arm and shit.
Hey man, that shit.
Man, I get up off my dude now, dog. Got him jumped up for long enough.
Hey, he was trying to get up out that arena fast, dude. Hey man.
So I got this motherfucker get the cap for AB.
Man, that dude ain't had to do all that, Young Merv. Shit. Man. Mike Rhymes says he should have never moved up. That was his biggest problem. He was walking before he learned how to crawl. Yeah, man. Oh shit. He wanted that. He wanted to get to that bag. The Young Merv, the cut man, said, to be honest, he was hitting Pac-Man with counters that other fighters wouldn't hit him with. Yeah, see, he was touching Pac-Man. He was hitting him a lot with that counter left hook, right? But see, the thing is that he wasn't putting no steam on it because he was so scared to get hit. He was just doing it he was using that as a defense mechanism, right? He wasn't really using it as offense. He was using it as a defense mechanism to keep Pacquiao off of him, right? That check left hook. But he was hitting him with some, but he did catch Pacquiao with some shit, right? He did. I'm not finna sit here and act like he didn't catch Pacquiao with some shit, but he wasn't doing it enough. You know what I'm saying? He would do it once every blue moon, and it wasn't enough. Oh, Young Murr said, I'm 4-3 in my last 7, but I'll beat you right now. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah. Y'all know I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy. I beat that boy. Why he be moving his head? Y'all know I beat that boy. Everybody know I beat that boy.
Boy, doing the right chores out there and shit.
Yeah. Marcus Davis says, yeah, he skipped he skipped from 135 all the way to 147. Browne was banking on his talent, thinking that he was going to help him. It was going to help him get by, but the talent is nothing without hard work and discipline and dedication. And you know, he always talk about how he the hardest working guy in the gym. And I think, you know, on some levels he probably is. On some levels he probably is, but when it comes to that, when I see him on them mitts and on the bag, nah, man, nuh-uh. Reggie says he was shaking the shit. He says he was shaking his shit walking through that tunnel like he was gonna have a convulsion. Hey, that boy was hurt, dog. Hey, that boy he had took some punishment. Hey, that motherfucker AB took punishment like John Clyde had took after motherfucking Tung Po had got on his ass in kickboxing. hey, for real. Tung Po. Oh man. That's it. Mike Ron says I thought he was pushing the shopping cart through the tunnel. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all would get off my head.
He was cheated in that fucking fight.
Man, they had that nigga by his motherfucking arm and shit like he was a little kid pulling him through the tunnel.
I will be confident. He passed a couple days ago, man. We know, bro.
Oh, yeah. That was a couple days ago. Yeah. Mad Chat said free Kodak. What the fuck? And Alicia says, that's why I can't co-sign anything right now. AB talked that talk, but he has yet to prove anything. He gonna talk that talk. And like I said, when AB come, he go every time it don't matter if AB lose 10 fights in a row, he gonna come back the 11th fight. And he gonna have a whole bunch of motherfuckers believing, oh yeah, see, you know, I'm on my shit this time, you know, that
nigga be the big floor.
I'm boxing now.
That nigga be the big four at box. Every time big four see Sugar right now, that nigga, you beat me. I only had one arm. You beat me, man. I had one arm, man. One arm.
Yeah. Mad Chad says Trump gonna pardon Kodak. I heard he finna pardon Lil Wayne though. That's right. Lil Wayne is the coonest of all coons, so he gonna, you know. Right. Lil Wayne's Lil Wayne the head coon, the king coon.
After talking all that shit, then now he don't see racism. I don't see racism.
That motherfucker the king coon.
All right. But just when it happened to his ass, that was racist. They was racist against me, but now you don't see race. I don't see color looking ass.
King coon. Reggie Milligan says he looked like he was tipped over shit. He looked like he was tipped over this shit. Hey man, that boy, man, they did AB bad after that loss, man. That shit went on for years, them memes. Man. But yeah, man. What else, man? You got anything else you want to touch on before we get up out of here, money?
Nah, not nothing else though. But AB though, y'all better get up off my guy, man, because this fight he coming back He gonna look like that old can man again. And once he come back with that can man, I'm gonna be right back on the motherfucking train talking that shit until he get his ass knocked off again, which gonna be probably in 2 more fights. But I don't give a damn.
I just want to see his daddy brush his hair in the middle. If we ever see his daddy right brushing his hair in the middle of the ring after a win, you know that the can man is back. You know what I'm saying? When we see him get his hair brushed in the middle of the ring after a fight, then we know the can man is back.
Well, then when he did Miss Louis Bag like that, got on his knees like he's about to propose.
No, that shit was epic.
Boy, that boy, he straight fucked up. Boy, I know she wanted to smack shit out his ass.
That was the best shit I ever had seen in boxing.
Man.
When he did that shit, dog, that was the best shit I ever had seen in boxing.
Man, Chad, he can whoop your ass. How about that? How about that? He'll wash you. Nah, I'm just bullshitting with you, Chad. But he ain't no wash now. Come on now, man. I told you with that wash word and all that shit, man. Get up off of AB. Let my nigga come back for his last chapter. Let's see how his motherfucking book ends. You feel me? It ain't go end with a Manny Pacquiao loss. We gonna see how his chapter end. Then we'll see what we gonna say about AB. He's talking about facts.
Man, I was so love, but we don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if we did, right? What if we did get focused AB? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if he was not just for one fight and then he go out the motherfucking off the cliff, you know what I'm saying? Off the cliff after one. We're talking about what if we got a whole, let's say a whole 2-3 years of AB just nothing but about boxing. But you know what? We ain't gonna get that. So go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let me get your closing words, money.
Man, much love to everybody that was rapping, man. Key today, man. Y'all continue to support. Y'all know we will be back. I'm gonna be slowing down a little bit because I got this school shit coming up, man. Man, it's a whole lot of shit. It's a whole different ball game now. But we're gonna continue to keep riding for y'all, man. Y'all keep showing love. You feel me? It's all love. We got a fight coming up on Saturday, so that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Finally got some fight because we ain't had no boxing in 2 weeks, I think, shit. So we got that Showtime card coming up. I'm happy for that. And we'll see how that rock out. You know what I mean? But other than that, y'all just keep supporting us, man. We do it for y'all. Like I say, we is nothing without y'all. That's Lil Wayne's speech. I am nothing without you looking ass. So y'all continue to support, man. It's all love. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status. Follow me on Monty Browne TV and follow me on Instagram at Monty_the writer. You feel me? We will be streaming this Saturday, so y'all come through and show love if y'all ain't got nowhere to watch the fight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know we rocking, you know, like Lil Wayne's dreads into the very end.
Yeah, you don't want to let that shit go.
You know what I'm saying? We rocking into the very end like Lil Wayne's dreads. Hey, but we appreciate everybody that came through in the chat, everybody that came through, you know, show love. Be that beast. Salute, Stan Swoosh, Mike Ron, Mad Chad, every Young Murder, the Cut Man, everybody in the building. Sheena, let me see. Marcus Davis, Annalicia, everybody, that guy. We appreciate everybody. Make sure that y'all hit the like button before you get up out of here. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. And catch us tomorrow. We out.